Welcome to the Three-Legged Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Killed it.
Motherfucker killed it. This
Killed
motherfucker
it.
killed it. Well, this motherfucker, while he catches up, Andy and I are going to continue talking. Welcome, everybody, to Three-Legged Podcast / AKC. We're going to do a hybrid episode today. We figured Canelo Triple G just happened. We got to talk about that. But, we've been hitting you guys up with a lot of AKC. So we figured we'll do a little bit of AKC and then we'll change up the subjects and start talking about some other recent items, something going on around the world, something dramatic, hurricanes, I don't know, judges getting molested or molesting people when they're in high school. I don't know. We'll talk about something else. We'll get into it. So what's up, Andy? Been a
What's
minute
good?
since
What's
you jumped
good?
on the podcast.
Not too long. No, I had the long break. I didn't have a break. I just
You're
didn't
like
get on. And then
our listeners are just so confused with your inconsistencies.
no, I was back on two
All
weeks
five of our
ago,
listeners,
3 weeks ago.
all five of our listeners. So we figured out that we have a legit 5 consistent listeners. 5. Real consistent. We don't know who they are,
Real
but
consistent.
real consistent. Because no matter what, we're guaranteed 5 downloads.
Are
as
they
soon as-
Russian? Are
They're
you guys
probably
Russian?
they're
They're
probably
hearing
Russian.
us right now. So
They're
if you are
probably
one of
Russian.
the 5 listeners, comment your favorite emoji under this Instagram post that gives you the link to this podcast.
Yep. And if you're Russian, give us 2 thumbs up. What happened to Carlos?
And a vodka.
Brody,
Right
were you
here.
voting?
This
Right
way.
here.
Well, say something.
What
bitch.
up, man? What
You're
up?
all quiet.
Speak.
I'm just letting our
you-
long lost co-host here, it's time to shine, man. We haven't heard from him for like a month, 2 months.
Ooh,
You.
I was on the podcast 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember he jumped on late. Like we were almost done, and we had to keep on talking for 5 minutes, extra 5 minutes, just so he can, not
Yeah.
feel
We
like
did
he
that.
just.
AKC.
It was a
I'm-
very sad episode. Remember that? It was just
Yeah,
all
when I
talking
came
about
in, y'all were speaking some dark.
Oh yeah. That was the deaf.
just
Not
dark
death,
shit.
deaf.
Dark shit. So yeah,
Death.
yeah.
This is dark.
Deaf.
Both of them are just dark in different ways.
Anywho, talk about dark. This weekend was fucking dark.
It was dark for you, bro. I had fun. You didn't watch the fights? I'm assuming you did not watch the Triple G Canelo fight.
I watched some of it, and then I was dodging people wrecking all around me and shit, because there was about 3 or 4 car wrecks and around the vicinity of downtown Houston and where I stay. And everywhere where there was a wreck, people were watching the fight. So, we don't have
What do you mean
fatality.
people were watching the fight? Like on their phones?
I was at one point watching it on my phone while I was driving, so...
No, I'm confused. So you're trying to say people were wrecking because they were watching the fights, or...
It has
I'm
to
so
be.
confused.
I haven't
Like,
seen so many wrecks in one night, and the streets weren't even like that packed. Everybody was watching the fight. I mean, we had Prospect Park, which is African American spot. Everybody was watching the fight. The state trooper pulled over just to watch the fight outside. You had BW3s everywhere that you turn around. They were showing the fight. Yet people still managed to wreck while the fight was going. So I
there was a
mean,
lot of watch parties. Is what you're saying? We gotta I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you're trying to say with your fucking broken English here.
I'm just trying to say that
I can't even think about it. What are you
put
saying?
2 and 2 together. The fight is going on and people are wrecking, but there is nobody in the street. So 9 times out of 10, they're watching the fight while driving.
Houston is very unsafe.
So-
They don't have good drivers there.
Was
apparently.
the fight that great of a fight that people were just like so into it, or were they expecting a great fight and it wasn't a great fight?
Yes. It was a great fight.
So it was a great fight. So
Was
Canelo went out there and did what he was supposed to do. I mean, honestly, I think it could have gone either way. Easily could have been a draw again. Easily could have gone to Triple G, and just as easily Canelo could have won it, and he did. I mean, it made sense that he was going to win it. let's put it this way. We know boxing's corrupt, right? And we knew there's a reason that they gave it a draw the first time, even though it was a little lopsided, right? It wasn't as action packed, and it just looked like Triple G did more work in the first fight. It was understandable why they put more pressure on Triple G, and it was understandable why they gave it to Canelo. I mean, it's the easy way to make a trilogy. I mean, actually, even if Triple G won, it was an easy way to make a trilogy.
Yeah, they do it regardless.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Triple G doesn't have that many more fights, so him losing a fight and getting a trilogy and a big payout before he retires is probably in his best interest. Canelo, on the other hand, losing a fight, well, he's so young. I mean, losing another fight because he lost to Mayweather, it just makes more sense. It hypes it up more for him to, continue his career, right? Because he beat the man that hadn't been beat. It was controversy in the first fight. Second fight, he did put a whooping on him. I'm not gonna lie, he did put a whooping on him the first 6 rounds,
Yeah.
7 rounds maybe, and then it makes more sense for him to win. I know some people got rich off of that shit because he was an underdog too. So
I'll tell you who really won. No, I did not.
I thought you did, man. You had that post on IG about
betting
No.
and all that shit.
I did that to have people to go to my link so I can get referral points. I bet on football.
Oh, you bet on football. Okay. So who do you think really got paid in this fight?
Really got paid?
Yeah, isn't that what you said? Or who really won? What do you think?
Triple G won the fight. And I don't care who wins, who loses. I do not care.
It did feel like that at the end,
because the real fight's October 6th. But I feel like, so yes, Canelo came out strong, won the first couple rounds. I kind of had the scorecard exactly how Lampley had it.
Yes.
Canelo kind of like gave a few rounds to Triple G in the middle, and then Triple G just came back. Kind of looked like he got a second wind.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate when people say, "Oh, his face is more messed up. He lost the fight." No, that's just like, come on. He was putting more pressure for more of the fight. He was putting more heavy shots on him. I mean, the reason more judges, or not more judges, more people and the judges might view as Canelo winning is because he takes the harder shots better than Triple G does. Or hides a little bit better, but I think Triple G won that fight. Not by how they gave it to Canelo, so like by 2 rounds or 3 rounds, not by like a big like landslide. But I still don't get how the judges gave the last 2 rounds to Canelo.
Yeah, that I don't understand.
Which are the two rounds that helped him win the fight. So I don't get how they give him that. That's where I kind of see the whole Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, they won a third fight. The whole Oscar De La Hoya not paying off, but making them rig it a little bit or help Canelo be the favorite and have him squeeze out a win any way possible.
Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the money machine, right?
Yeah.
Boxing, UFC, it's all entertainment. They got to make the money. They got to pay for the venues. They got to pay for the promotions. They got to make their millions, and they got to keep that money. Now, you know what was the height of that pay-per-view event?
The bullshit ass Mayweather.
The 3 fights before it.
The
Pacquiao?
3 prelims before it. Nah. What are you talking about? Get with the program. The three prelims before the main event. Those
Tito with the knockout
fights. I was really hoping
you with the first round left hook knockout straight to the nose.
Man, at the end of the day, dude,
got knocked out.
I was just at the end by the time the main event started, I just wanted one of those motherfuckers to get knocked out, so that way you could have a pay-per-view where all the fights were finished by knockout. That would have been badass.
That would have been nuts.
Because at that point, there's no, I mean, unless you take a dive, but unless you take a dive, which I guess is possible, and people probably would have said it was a dive if Canelo would have won by knockout or Triple G would have won by knockout. But that would have been the ultimate way to win. Did I say that correct? Who knows what I said?
The ultimate pay-per-view.
Ultimate pay-per-view, the ultimate way to win, just like the other 3 cards. Boom, 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 knockouts, knockouts, knockouts. That would have been badass, bro. And it was, because of those knockouts, there was so much time in between the last fight and the main event.
Oh
They're
yeah,
just
dude.
trying
They
to make
talked for
up. It was like a 40-minute wait.
Oh, it was longer than that. It was like an hour and like 20.
You're right.
They started the timer at 45.
Yeah, they started the timer at 45. You're right. That's what they said.
After waiting like 20, 30 minutes, and it was they even said it. They're like, oh well, although the fights ended early, so we're gonna try to do our best to
keep you entertained.
Keep you entertained while the fighters get ready, and they showed Triple G Canelo like barely getting taped, and you're like, oh gosh.
You know what's fucked up? If I would have been at that venue after those 3 fights, dude, I probably would have been so fucked up by the time the main event started. Out of boredom and just drinking at the bar, just sitting at the bar, fucking around drinking. I would have missed the main event because I don't know what I would have done inside that venue for that long. You can't leave.
You can't leave now.
You
just socialize and
yeah. And it's not like I'm married, so it's not like I can just go try to hit on females.
Yeah, you wouldn't have fun. I would have been strolling around.
And how many single females do really go to a boxing event, honestly?
Hey, bro, unless they get paid and flown out there. But they're not hanging out with you at the end of the night.
They're not hanging out with me. I ain't got nothing to give them.
They're not hanging out with
I do got something to give them, but nothing they want.
Nothing that's worth their while.
Nothing that's worth maybe a free drink and they go move on.
Now I'm not even buying them a free drink.
No, I'm saying that's the only thing they probably want from me, a free drink, and they're gonna move on. That's it. So yeah, that would have fucking sucked to be at that venue for that long, waiting for the main event. But so yeah, really, I mean, once again, a fight worth watching. To earn your man card and put some little hairs on your balls and your chest would have been worth it. Would have been worth going out to one of 1,000 watch parties that they had all over Houston, apparently, causing wrecks and shit. But it would have been worth it.
Hey, look, I had home duties, man.
Got home duty. Damn, man.
God.
I don't know. I get stuck with you, bro.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody got it. Somebody got to.
Somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to be the bitch on the podcast. That's right.
Saying.
Ain't me.
And he's earning his man card with UFC and boxing.
I'm earning my man card by hopping on the podcast.
Yeah, he's earning his
for too long.
But it was actually good. I didn't get to watch the UFC on Fight Pass. One, it was like in the middle of the day. 2, it was Fight Pass. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't.
3, you don't even want to really watch it. It's not even.
Mark
Hunt got submitted, but I mean that
would have been good to see. I'll probably find it on YouTube or something.
Oh yeah, it's on IG.
Yeah. So next week, we got the press conference?
It's 2 days away.
Thursday.
On Thursday, 4:00 our time. 5
there you go. There you go. Not knowing the fucking days of the week again, Andy. It's on Tuesday.
2:00 Pacific time.
It's on Tuesday. 2 days away. Look, bro, we gotta send you back to kindergarten.
I said no. I was gonna say Thursday and then Tuesday. 2 days away, but I ended up saying Tuesday.
Yeah,
like 2 days away, Tuesday.
And I had the speech impediment. Shit.
Man, you know what? School started. My brain's not where it's supposed to be. I'm worried about derivatives and finding the exponents and whatnot.
Yeah, so let's talk about that because, I mean...
Oh, gosh.
Canelo, Triple G, it happened. It was good. It didn't get the publicity it should have got. I don't know. I mean, we talked about it. I don't know if you listened to the episode. We were trying to figure out why there wasn't that much publicity going around.
There wasn't that much. No, there wasn't that much hype behind it. I think they wanted to have it sell itself. But, I mean...
do you think they should have got paid more than what they got paid? Because Canelo made 5 and Triple G made 4, or vice versa. $1 million each, plus whatever it sells.
And that's paid straight from the promotion not from their sponsorship and ticket sales, correct? That's just their straight
Yeah, that's
showing
like
up for
right,
That's just their paid.
Yeah.
right. You think they should have got paid more?
That lift was the pay-per-view buys,
I'm just saying.
but I don't think they're gonna have that many pay-per-view buys, man.
Hmm. I mean, I really didn't really want to
It's not what it
watch.
used to be. It's not.
So you did want to watch it and what?
No, you're not here. You're not here.
Y'all been drinking?
Motherfucker.
It's you. You can't speak.
Head all fucked up.
Oh, shit.
My learning disability, bro. Hold on. Time out.
And while we're waiting for Lewis to get back on the mic,
God.
make sure to hit that follow button, that subscribe button, like this video, click the reminder button to have you get notified whenever we post new videos on YouTube. Share with your friends.
I live is just to talk shit about us, you know?
Yeah.
A listen is a listen. Follow is a follow.
If you click on it to bag on it, we still get to click and we get paid because click, we get a lick. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Shit. Well, you've been to Vegas quite often. I'm going there next month. What should I get into? Any suggestions?
What time in October?
I'm going leaving Sunday. I guess it's the 30th. And then I'll be there the 1st and the 2nd of October.
Oh snap! Right before me. Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, you show up Sunday night.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
would
guess it's
say
the
bet on
beginning of the week, but I mean, I guess they say Vegas is Vegas anyway, so.
Vegas is Vegas. I would say bet on football, but you only have that Monday night game. I don't know what's gonna go on. It's a week before the McGregor fight,
Oh, shit.
so
Motherfuckers.
they'll probably show up that week. They'll probably show up whenever you show up.
See if I
All like the
catch
UFC fighters and all that.
McGregor.
Yep.
Any
Yeah.
good spots to go eat?
Ooh, yeah. That's what I've been trying to think. I know there's. You like seafood,
Some of it.
like mussels, lobster, crabs, and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a spot. I think it's not. It's sweet and spicy or hot and spicy or. It's next to. So it's gonna be on like the Palm side, the Rio side. It's
Yeah.
literally if you look up Floyd Mayweather's gym, it's right behind it. But there's a chain of them, so I'm trying to figure out the name. I think it's sweet and spicy. But that was the first time I had crawfish, and I liked it.
Is the first time you have crawfish?
Yeah, it was in Vegas at that spot.
I'm gonna
Trying
have
to
to go.
find the real name for it. Oh, hot and juicy. It's hot and juicy. Yeah, hot and juicy. That's a good spot. Definitely if you want to do like a buffet, I'd probably go like Aria. Their
Oh,
buffet was really good.
the Aria Hotel?
Yeah, their buffet was good. Um, I heard the Gordon Ramsay burger place is pretty good.
Yeah, I'll have to hit those spots up. And this motherfucker never came back.
Mm-mm.
The fuck?
He did. Yeah, dude, I'm looking at the pictures of it right now. Hot and juicy.
Hot and juicy.
You're typing hot and juicy Las Vegas. Oh my gosh, dude.
Hot and juicy.
And we had a cute Asian waitress and like trying to like spit game to her while you're eating crawfish. It's like the worst decision I've ever made.
Oh man. Hot and juicy. Yeah, here's the Vegas. They have 2 locations: Orlando, Washington, Orange County, West
Lewis
Hollywood.
said router turned off. Of course.
Shit, and he thought it was me.
Right?
He's been
How
having
he's
issues
doing.
with his Wi-Fi.
Yeah, hot and juicy. Man, that looks bomb.
Oh, they got that Cajun shit in the bag. That's
Yeah, they
legit.
gave it to you in the bags. First time I had muscles too. That was really good.
So you got McGregor winning the fight?
Oh yeah. I mean, I can see it. So no matter, it's like if Khabib wins by mauling him and wrestles him the whole time, we're gonna be like, oh yeah, we saw that coming. And if Connor knocks him out quick in the first 2 rounds with the one punch or TKO, we're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's Conor McGregor. Like that should have happened. So I see those two. Those are like the only two options I see happening. I could see it going all 5 rounds, and them barely giving it to Connor, but I think Connor's gonna finish him in the first 2 rounds.
So it's not going to be a slugfest?
No, I don't think it's gonna be a slugfest. I honestly don't think Khabib could take all the shots. I don't think he can even counter back and throw heavy shots.
Right.
Khabib's best bet, and his only thing is really taking him to the ground and controlling the fight through groundwork and wrestling. And Connor, I mean, yeah, he's probably gonna get taken down for sure. But Connor faced Chad Mendes and wrestled him, who was up there in the wrestling athletes for UFC. So he was able to win that fight.
This motherfucker showed up.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. Router turned off or something. Came back to the router and it was off. I had to plug it back in, like restart it. You know, I had to get all my IT certificates out and start trying to figure out what the fuck. I did hear Roy say you're going to Vegas this weekend?
No, not this weekend.
Oh, next weekend.
The end of the month.
Yeah, next weekend.
Yeah. Next weekend.
Andy
was rubbing off on me.
One motherfucker doesn't know the days of the week. The next motherfucker doesn't know how to tell the end of the month. God damn. So you're going on a Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get ready to have some fun on Monday night.
What's going down Monday night? I'm asking suggestions.
Well, you guys remember my first trip to Vegas last year was on a Monday.
Right.
You remember how the only thing I was able to do was just fuck around with the hookers, play that game.
Picking up.
You have a good time.
Trading cards.
You need to go to the old Vegas Strip. What do they call that?
What's it called?
What do they call the old Vegas Strip? Someone's probably listening, smashing their head up against the wall because we can't remember it. Anyways, not Freeport. Is it Freeport? No. Fremont Street. You need to go to Fremont Street.
Fremont's booty.
On a Monday night, it was better than the main strip. On a Monday night. Yeah, when I went last year, there was shit happening on the main strip.
All the OGs come out.
Night. All the OGs come out, and it was packed. They got packed. They got the zip line going down the street. They got a bunch of bars and clubs and music going on. So it's like looks like an alley, like a wide alley. You've been to it, right, Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a wide alley, and then you're just walking through there, in between the buildings, and then just got all kind of lights. They got a digital board that goes across the whole alley, and then it's like, it just fucking looks bright as hell. It's pretty cool. I mean,
it's cool. I mean, compared to, I like the history of it, but I went during the day as well, and it was really, really hot, so I wasn't really in the mood to be there.
Yeah, I went at night, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet at night it was fun.
Again, that's a Monday night. I was there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so it's not like it was popping. Everybody kept on telling me, "Oh, you got to come in on a Thursday. Come in Thursday night to be here Friday, Saturday, and then leave Sunday." So apparently that's the way to do it in Vegas. I don't know. Andy's a regular. That's when he goes.
Right. Go to all the raves. Blow out his knee and still rave.
He goes to the raves and to the strip clubs. And he walks around with football players, so he looks like the fucking special child.
I am.
The fucking Make-A-Wish Foundation
bodyguards.
child. The Make-A-Wish Foundation kid.
On bodyguards.
Well, I guess you guys continue talking without me. I'm assuming you caught Rolly up on McGregor and the press conference and everything going on around that.
Well, we were talking about McGregor and Khabib, but we didn't get to the press
And then you had to
conference.
just jump in and freaking
I apologize.
impede in our conversation.
I apologize. Oh, I'll exit stage left, guys. You guys can take it from here.
Have a good one. See ya.
Bye. So what'd you tell him, Andy? You tell him the truth?
That Connor's gonna knock out Khabib in round 1 or 2. Or Khabib's gonna maul Connor for
5 rounds. This is my prediction, because I know we're probably not going to record another AKC until after the Conor McGregor fight, because it's just too close. My prediction is, not my prediction. This is the 2 ways that I can see either fighter winning. McGregor can win in the first 2 rounds if he knocks him out. If he doesn't knock him out, good luck, because if you thought, Diaz was a problem on the ground, just wait till Khabib takes you down. After you can't knock him out, he's going to take you down, he's going to keep you there, and he's going to beat your fucking face in. And there's nothing you can do about it. So Khabib has to survive 2 rounds, and if he does, then he won. And Conor, you gotta win in 2 rounds. If not, you get your ass fucking handed to you. What do you think about that prediction or that analysis?
Oh gosh, here we go.
Fucking English, bro. At least I know the days of the week, and I know how to tell the calendar, bitches.
I only need to know 2 days of the week or 2 days of the month. 2 times
payday and payday.
Yeah.
But then you're confusing what day of the week that is.
Oh, that's next week because I just got paid on Friday.
No, that's really getting confused on the calendar what day that is.
Nah.
So do you agree or disagree on that?
Well, I don't know if you heard, but I said there's
I didn't hear shit, bro.
2 ways it's gonna go down, and whichever outcome we're gonna be like, oh yeah, that was supposed to happen. Conor knocks him out in 1 or 2 rounds. We're like, oh yeah, that's Conor McGregor. He called it. I mean, yeah, he knocks him out. Or Khabib controls the fight on the ground, takes it 5 rounds, and mauls Conor, and we're like, well, yeah, that's Khabib. He does that to people.
Okay, so basically I repeated everything you said, and it sounds like I just took whatever you said and made it my own. So I sound like an asshole. Thanks.
So what happens when your router goes off?
Well, at least we both agree. What do you think? What do you think that press conference is going to be on Thursday? I'm taking a long lunch.
Oh, I'm putting the do not disturb sign on the front door of the store.
You're gonna overflow the restroom so that way people think that you close it because the restroom's backed up and there's water everywhere.
I'm like, oh, be back in 5 minutes. Press conference starts at 2. I can't wait.
It's gonna be interesting.
Hopefully, nothing bad happens to where somebody gets in trouble.
No, I think Connor's on thin ice. He's gonna be in his best behavior. Yeah,
he know he just it's too close for him to try to.
Yeah.
It's
a week away, 2 weeks away.
And I don't think, depending on Khabib's, I don't think. He's Russian. Don't think he's really gonna get into his head that much.
Nah, that's
we'll
the problem. That's the problem with this. Conor can pretty much get in almost anybody's head except the Diaz brothers and Khabib.
Mm-hmm. The only way he can get in Khabib's head, which he's already thrown shade at him, is through his dad.
Yeah.
So get ready to hear a lot of stuff about his dad or say something about his dad.
Yeah, I can see that, but still, I don't even think that's gonna affect them as much. Khabib's ice cold, bro. They're fucking Russians, man. Motherfuckers live in the cold. They got ice in their veins. That ain't affecting him for shit.
Ice in their veins and bears his neighbors. I think that's scared of too much.
Motherfucker rolling with a baby bears when he was little, like Jonas's age. Fucking rolling around with a bear.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure Conor McGregor looks like a fucking puppy next to that bear. So I think he's good. But I will say, you saw that picture I sent you guys of the whiskey. I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and get me a bottle of that.
The closest one's at your store, your Specs, West Plano.
Yep.
Was Joe Rogan drinking that too?
What happened?
Was Joe drinking that one now?
No. I saw it on IG.
No, this is Connor's whiskey.
Oh,
It's
that's
his
his
own.
whiskey.
Yeah, he promoted it during the Mayweather fight.
Well, he said, well, prior to that, he said he's gonna come out with his own whiskey,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the first time he was caught drinking his own whiskey, saying, "This is my whiskey. It's coming out soon." And
It probably
now it's
it
officially
probably
law.
wasn't even the whiskey. It probably was just like
Oh yeah, it was just something. It was just him saying, because he
yeah.
always drinks whiskey after the fight.
It's probably like Jack because he was just like, give me some whiskey, give me whatever you have on hand so I can walk out
Yeah.
there with whiskey in my cup and say it's my own. But yeah, now that they're promoting it, man, I saw it all over IG. So
Oh yeah,
I was like,
Dave's
oh,
gonna
okay.
get one. I'm making sure that because Quentin Angel, who I'm going to Vegas with, are driving out. I'm like, you guys better buy 3 bottles because that's what I'm drinking on the day of the fight.
You can walk around with that bottle too, right?
Oh yeah, dude. I can't imagine how many are gonna have that bottle. That's why I want them to buy it before they go out there because
Yeah,
it's not gonna be in any store.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go buy one this weekend. So I'm gonna pick me one up.
Yeah, I was gonna go over there yesterday after work, but that's just too far of a drive.
I'll get you one, bro. We'll
Yeah,
get
give
you.
me
You
one.
gonna drive over here, deliver it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be over there for Oktoberfest
Oh
on
yeah.
Saturday.
Oh
Are you
yeah,
going
let's
with
check out
us?
this weekend. Yeah,
Are you-
well, so we're going to the SMU game and we're going to Oktoberfest.
See, I wasn't sure if you were going to SMU game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was originally gonna try to get tickets for that game, and then my brother decided to have a baby, so I got to go support him in his baby shower. I mean, overpopulation is already a thing, right? I mean, Mexicans already have a reputation for having too many kids, but I guess he's my little baby, bro. He can have a baby of his own. I'll
That's baby
support it.
number 2.
That's baby number 1.
Oh.
Yeah, he adopted children, but not to put his business out there, but
No,
I
yeah.
mean he'll tell you anyways. But yeah, I mean he'll tell you anyways. But yeah, that's why I'm supporting it because it's his first baby. So
So the Koi baby shower.
yeah. You know how Mexicans do it, bro. One big bang. So I'm gonna go to that, and then I'm gonna hit up your house October,
Fresh.
and then be there. Probably spend the night, bro. I don't know.
Whoa.
So
Sleep on the couch.
make some space, bro.
Nah.
Gina's sleeping on the couch. You and I get comfy on the bed. We're gonna cuddle.
Nah, once again, man, I sleep
Better
with
pull that man
nobody,
card.
dude.
I'm gonna give you your man. You're gonna earn your man card on Saturday, bro.
All right, this podcast is over. I'm driving over to Lou's house to beat him up right now.
You getting your third.
Me like that.
You're getting your third leg, bro. You're gonna earn your third-legged podcast badge.
Oh,
You're like a Boy
gosh,
Scout.
you know how to
You're like
say
a
it
Boy
that.
Scout.
Mariquísima.
We're drinking that McGregor whiskey. We finna get Irish in that ass.
All Catholic school.
All right, I hope your router messes up right now.
Anyways, yeah. So that's let's talk about something else. I don't know how long we've been recording because half the time I wasn't even on here.
I don't know, but I do need to get off within the next 4 minutes. Let me just give you a heads up.
Just because you're uncomfortable.
I'm not. We've been on the call for 43 minutes, so just I'll let you
Who's
know.
counting, bro? Who's counting? You've missed like 20 episodes.
You asked, I'm informing you.
So do you remember that Valentina chick from Canada that we started following that was on the Joe Rogan podcast?
The hot one.
She's kind of cute, yeah. So she kind of pissed me off today.
Oh gosh, what'd she do?
So I don't know if you noticed, but she's been in Mexico apparently, and like she's been posting videos or pictures of her drinking Coronas and Pacifico and Mexican beers, right? So some I don't know if it's a person or a group apparently sent her a message for her to post to her. I should have sent it to you guys so I could see it. But talking about that that company that makes all the beers in Mexico, because they're all under the same umbrella, like Corona, Modelo, Pacifico, they're all under the same umbrella. They compete against each other, but they're all owned by the same company. According to this post, they I guess if I understand it correctly, they take up all the water from the citizens, and the citizens have to pay a premium for the water because the company pretty much I guess owns it or charges them for water. Basically, the company's using up all the water resources in Mexico to make their beer, right? So she's like, "Oh, it's good. It's good when you don't know where the products are coming from or how they're made. It's important to know." But what pissed me off is that if you know about this company, it's a Chicago-based company that owns really everything, owns the Mexican beers, and owns now a bunch of American breweries. So Ballast Point is on one of them. That's a San Diego brewery, if I'm not mistaken, right, Andy?
My favorite.
There you go. And then there was two other breweries on there. One of them was from Chicago, and another one was from Florida. So on the picture that she posted, that other Instagrammer sent her, was a bunch of beers, and three of them were actually American beers. So I sent her a message because it's not like me to get involved in this shit, but it was just like, what I mean, you're kind of talking shit about craft beer here, so this is where I draw the line, and you're talking shit about American products, so let me draw the line right there. So I sent her a nice little message, and I said, I support your cause 100%, but three of the breweries on that picture aren't best. Are you 100% sure that they have the same practices as in Mexico? That's all I ask, right? We don't know what they do in Mexico, but we know that that shit's not going to be a problem here in the States. Everyone gets their water, except unless you're a golf course, then there's no fucking rules on how much water you can use. But still, even at that, you're not Americans unless you live in, where is it? Michigan?
Flint, yeah.
Flint, Michigan. You're going to have problems with your water. But in general, we don't have fucking problems with our water here in the United States. So I was just trying to point out, my thing was, you're taking this shit for granted that someone else sent you, and then you're blasting it, and you haven't even done your homework because three of those breweries are really American. So I doubt that they have the same practices as the breweries in Mexico. So I was surprised because she replied to me like very quickly, and she said, "Yes, I'm sure you need to watch the video." So I went to this. So I went to the Instagram account. I looked up the picture so I can see who sent her that posting. I went to that Instagram account. I don't even remember their name. It's some activist website, some Mexican activist website. And I found the post. It's like a little slideshow. It has like two videos. So it has the post that she posted, the picture that she posted, screenshotted. And then it has a video of this like indigenous Mexican crying, and they don't even show who he's talking to, but he's wearing like a hard hat, and he's just like, they just have a camera on him, and he's crying, and he's just saying, don't listen to your government on this, they're wrong, you're hurting your own country, and he just keeps on repeating the same thing. It didn't really make sense. Like, you can't tell who he's talking to, right? He's just crying, and he's saying that don't listen to the government on this. That's all he's really saying. They don't show that they're at a brewery. They don't show where they're at. It's just a video of this man crying. The next video, it shows like people fighting with the police about water, and a guy getting arrested. Again, they don't show where they're at. Who fuck knows what they were arguing about? What fucking maybe they wanted water and the city cut the water off for some other reason. It doesn't. You can't tell in the fucking video. So I thought it was very irresponsible to just take that for granted because someone sent it to you and then post it, especially when you have a shitload of followers now. I mean, like last time we checked, you had what?
Over 100.
Yeah. Like, just fucking kind of irresponsible to just post that. And you really haven't even done your full homework on it. Because I was like, oh, maybe I do need to watch the videos. But I still had like a doubt in the back of my head. And then when I watched the videos, I wasn't convinced. I'm like, who knows where they're fucking recording these videos? Who knows what they're fucking arguing about? It didn't make any sense to me. And that was kind of weird, man. And she's supposed to be a lawyer. Or she graduated from a university in Canada as a lawyer and was practicing, um, law, not law, but she was working in big corporations in Europe with, helping them in the legal departments. You would think someone with a law degree would be a little bit quicker to do more investigation than just automatically reading something and just posting it out to the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you feel like that's a little irresponsible, or am I just taking it too serious because they were talking about craft beer?
A little serious, but I mean,
I see your point, but you only stepped up just because it was beer.
because
Like,
it was
it touched a
beer
little
and
hard.
because she posted and it
I
offended you, so you stepped up.
No, it didn't offend me. I was
You were triggered.
I was triggered. I was caught off guard because I was like, I kind of just glanced at it and I was like, oh, these breweries are
Because
using the water incorrectly. I was just confused because it was like Mexican breweries and then American breweries. And then that's what I'm like, hold on, how are the American breweries doing the same thing that they're doing in Mexico? They don't make the beer in Mexico. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is the only reason I caught it, it's not that it really triggered me, but the only reason I caught it is because it was talking about craft beer. Like that's what hit me. Like I just ignored Modelo, but she had like three different slides. So the first time I just saw Corona, Modelo, Pacifico, and then on the third slide is where I caught that Ballast Point, and I was like, hold on, that's an American beer. It's a craft beer. I mean, I know they were bought out, but still. And then it just made me start thinking like, how many people do that? Like they see something on Instagram and they take it
everyone.
as gospel. They take it as gospel and they just start spreading the word.
But that's how it is all the time, even with just the news. I mean, it's almost like clickbait, or they just make a montage of videos just to, get you
Yeah,
triggered and get followers.
it's Instagram to get the views. It's what I should say. It's. Did you read the title of the article and then look away and then go to something else, or did you actually read the article? You just read the title and that's it. That's all it.
And I think you were more upset just because Joe Rogan co-signed there before this. So now you feel like, she let Joe down.
And you're like, what is this female stepping into my realm of craft beers? I know more about craft beers than her. And you had to call her out.
So you did it in the comments or you DM'd her? He's not even on.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was it for the week. Three-legged podcast.
And we're gonna end that there. I'm gonna get off. Lewis seems to have already done that.
Yep. So maybe next week.
Maybe next week Lewis can figure something out.
We'll recap with after Vegas.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
We're talking to ourselves again.
Yeah. Well, anyways, but no, I didn't even think about Joe Rogan, her being on the podcast. But I mean, that has nothing to do with Joe Rogan. My biggest thing is like, wow, how many people like see that and automatically start preaching to the masses that without doing their research, So that was my biggest thing. It was just like I scratched my head a little bit. I was like, that's crazy. Anyways, that's my rant about something that isn't affecting me in the world.
I think it was affecting you, but it makes sense though. It makes sense now. I understand why I would say Mexican workers, they don't drink water, they just drink beer. No matter what they're doing, they just drink beer. So it's like, okay, maybe it's because they didn't have water. Their genes now just call for beer because that's the purest water they can get.
Maybe that's true. I mean, and a lot of the Corona is pretty much water. It's like drinking a Bud Light. But yeah, honestly, I spent like maybe 10 minutes tops on it, and then I replied to her. She told me to look at the video. I went to the page. I went to the post. Saw the two videos. Didn't scratch my head. I decided to look at the rest of the posts for that page to figure out what who it was, and then I realized it's like a social movement in California, and they're anti everything: ICE, anti government, anti police, anti immigration, anti everything, every social norm, they want to be against it. And it looks like it's just a bunch of young college students that are just against going against the world. So it kind of made sense.
Yeah, but I bet you they're all
So
college students. Um, they come from wealthy families, so they have nothing to do but be bored and complain against things just because. Mm.
no, uh, maybe not even wealthy people. I think it's just this next generation that want to have a voice and opinion about everything. Um, because I mean, maybe it is wealthy people, maybe it's not, but I think in general, I mean, I see it with my kids sometimes. They want to have an opinion on or side with an opinion, and they haven't even done the research. It's just because it's like the hot thing to do, or it's what people are mostly migrating or navigating to, so they want to be part of that movement too. Just part of being a group, I guess. But
Yeah, I mean, but I mean also what I mean by being wealthy is that they don't have a struggle to even have a cause or anything. They're just kind of pushing complaints and agendas just to be part of the wave. But if you see someone that's really
that's true.
for a cause, is because they were oppressed by it, and they're just basically going to subjects that affect that one cause. Just kind of like you know immigrants that are trying to, let's just say for instance, DACA. Most of the students that are like protesting and want better benefits out of DACA or just become actually residents just because they've been here for an extended amount of time, their records as well, and they're still getting not enough of the pie, which they deserve. They're not out here just throwing videos about everything without facts, and they have the facts because they're
Yeah.
living through the struggle, and that's what they're out there protesting. But they're actually in the field, not just posting on
Yeah.
Instagram a montage of videos just to get the follows and get people like themselves talking, just like old girl. I mean, she obviously didn't do her
Hmm.
research and she just jumping on the bandwagon just because she has a platform. But it's like it made it look like an ass, just like you buy it out there. My question is, did you DM her or you posted it like on the comments?
Nah, nah, I DM'd her.
So in the comment, nobody
I
jumped
DM'd her
in
because it was a
to defend her.
no, 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 because it wasn't in the comments. It was just in the it was a DM because it was on her what
Her
do you call it?
story.
Not her on her story, yeah.
Oh yeah, so it goes straight to their
So I just sent
box.
the message from the story.
Right.
Yeah, it goes straight to their box, and then she replied to me, and it came straight to my box. So that's how I know it wasn't. I mean, my intention wasn't to like start a debate on Instagram. My intention was to just really point it out to her. Like, are we sure that everybody, because it just didn't like what she was saying and what the post was saying didn't make sense based on the pictures that they were posting in the company they were talking about, right? Because it's an American-based company. Who knows what they're fucking doing in Mexico? Maybe they are being dirty in Mexico, but at the same time, you're also hurting breweries, or not even think about breweries. You're also hurting um, other businesses here in the states that might not even be associated to what they're doing. I mean, I guess if you want to hurt the man, right, the parent company, then I guess you don't buy any of their beer. But at the same time, Ballast Point, Ballast Point, and other two breweries are small, um, independently run breweries that, yeah, they report to the parent company, but they're managed individually, right? So what are you really gonna hurt? The parent company by not buying Ballast Point? No, you're gonna hurt the people that work at Ballast Point because now they're not selling enough beer to get paychecks in our community. So that was my point, and it just kind of, I just thought about it real quickly, and I was like, man, like, doesn't make sense. People are probably gonna jump on this bandwagon. People are gonna start preaching this like gospel, and no one's probably gonna take the time to even look at this page to really see what it's talking about or do any research. I mean, I'm not saying I did any research, but just a little bit I scratched on the surface because I'm telling you, I didn't spend any more than 10 minutes on this. I saw it. I sent her a message. She replied right away. I went and looked at the page. I looked at the video, and immediately was like scratching my head, saying, "Yeah, this doesn't smell right, doesn't sound right." Looked at the rest of the page, was like, "Yeah, this is little youngsters just trying to push an agenda, you know." So it just made me think of the bigger picture. How many people are really doing that? How many people are really getting influenced by people just because they say, "Oh, well, she has a lot of followers, or he has a lot of followers, or they're popular, or they're smarter than me," right? You know, a lot of people do that. I and especially like the Hispanic community, the immigrant community, a lot of people do that. They believe doctors and lawyers, and they believe the police, and they believe, um, government employees. They believe teachers. They believe anybody that has a title or a degree. They're gonna believe them more than they're gonna believe their neighbor or their kids,
Oh yeah.
because the mindset is this person went and got educated. They know what they're talking about. They must know what they're talking about because they got a degree. They went to school. They're smarter than I am. I didn't go to school. I can't get a degree. This person has to be smarter than me. They have to know more than I do. And that's just a big misconception that a lot of people have. They don't do their own research. They just take other people's word for granted.
Yeah.
So
But whether you have a college degree
that's
or
my rant.
not, whether you have a college degree or not, and
You can still be a
you're
fucking
old or
idiot.
young, you all know that Colombia es lo mejor. So
Colombia es lo mejor.
it doesn't matter if
Like,
you got a PhD.
it
It's
doesn't matter
just
what you think,
facts.
motherfucker.
But
Hmm.
no, not. I
If you
mean,
get one from Colombia, it's better than any PhD anywhere else in the world.
right. But speaking of like smart motherfuckers or you know people like that, your boy Elon, his whole SpaceX project,
The alien.
right?
Hmm.
And then he has the BFR, the Big Falcon rocket. He already shot some up
Hmm.
there, so he's sending one to the moon, and he already have his first private passenger to go to the moon. So
Really?
it's the billionaire Yusaku Maezawa. He's Japanese, so he's the equivalent of Basil in Japan. He made Zozo Town, which is the Amazon of
Hmm.
Japan. So he will be going on the
Oh, okay.
SpaceX, right? And he enjoys art, so he's sending an invite to take 10 artists to join him on the trip, just because he wants them to, I guess, be motivated to create some art out there and come back to Earth. I'm like, must be nice. So we'll see how
So
that
how does
goes.
an artist, man? There's gonna be a shitload of artists come out the woodworks for this motherfucker. They're gonna start fucking throwing shit on the wall and calling it art, and there's gotta
Right,
be a way
but
to
the thing is that this
some
guy, I
qualifications,
guess,
right?
yeah, but I think this guy, I guess, knows, or at least he will have some names already in mind if they want to go, because
Hmm.
he has money, like I guess real money.
Yeah, you're right.
So he owns
He's probably gonna take some really established.
right now he's one of the guys that has like $110 million Jamaica Basquiat painting in his house, just because he liked that he bought it. $110 million painting. I was like, damn. So he's just gonna be going out there on 2024, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how that goes.
So what I'm curious is, are they gonna go to the moon and find an American flag? That's what I'm curious.
Oh
If they
man.
land in the same spot,
I'm pretty
if
sure
they're
they
not
can
in the
they
same
can figure
orbit.
out. I'm pretty sure they can figure out the logistics to land on the same spot.
ET took it already.
ET already took it, right?
Yeah. So they
Or the
already have the
aliens from
crew.
Independence Day.
They already have the astronaut crew that's going. So everybody else jumping on this BFR is just regular billionaires, I guess, just to go hang
I
out
wonder.
there.
I wonder if it's like. I wonder if it's like in the movies that you have to pass a bunch of physical tests and mental tests to go into space. I'm pretty sure you do have to,
No, you
right? Even
do.
if you're a billionaire,
You
if
do.
you're not healthy.
Because, and the reason I say that you do is this little kid in the UK, they got this new game out there called the Death Wheel, I think it's called. So they
Mm-hmm.
still have merry-go-rounds over there in the parks. So what these guys do is they get
Okay.
a motorcycle and they put the back wheel against the merry-go-round and they start revving the bike.
To
So
make
this
it go
thing's going
faster.
fast, right? So there's this kid. He decided to go on. They told him, "You want to do something cool?" He's like, "Yeah." He got on. This kid is going. So by the time he gets off, all the blood was because of the G forces rushed to his head. So his head
Mm-hmm.
like blew up. This kid looked like an alien right now. His eyes got wide, the bloodshot, but they're like swollen.
Oh, is that the
That's
one that on IG that his face looks all deformed?
yeah, he looked like an alien. So when they took him to the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hospital,
yeah.
they didn't know what was going on. So they're about to call the news because they thought it was some crazy new disease. And then he told them what happened. So I guess until like he has a few days for the blood to go down. If not, he might have a stroke, just because there's so much blood in his brain right now.
Fuck.
I was like, damn. So now they calling that it's a form of bullying. So they bully this kid into doing it. It's like he wanted to get on. I mean, you were stupid enough
Oh,
to get
shit.
on. So yeah. So
Oh
old boy
man,
has to
that's
pass. Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
That's sad, man. But fucking funny at the same time that they're gonna call it bully. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they did bully that motherfucker. They fucking beat the motherfucker's ass to get on or something. But who knows, man? It's fucking crazy that shit happened. I did see a picture. I thought it was just something fake on IG, and I just ignored it. I didn't even read it. I just saw it, and I just like, whatever. I was like, that motherfucker's ugly. They're gonna make fun of him. I didn't know what the fuck it was, and I just kept on going.
Yeah, but you
Crazy.
know, this guy is a billionaire, so I mean, he has the time to go train to get on shape to get to space. I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
one
and
of
it's
us trying to go
2024. It's
quick.
not like
Yeah,
it's next week.
next
So
summer.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
It's not
man.
like getting ready for the beach in the summer. It's like you got plenty of time to get
Oh no, I'm lying.
and
It's it's
and
it's
resources. You know.
it's going in. It's shooting off or taking off on 2023, 2023. That's when it's leaving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you still got some. Either way, you still got time.
yeah.
I don't forget got time. You got time, money, and resources. He's all good. All right, Marikisimas. Andy probably fell asleep already. He stopped talking, so he
Long
probably
time
dropped off
ago.
already.
Yeah.
He didn't say nothing. He just fucking said bounce. Little bitch ass. Oh well. What are we gonna do with this Mexican Samoan? Can't do nothing about it. So, where can people listen, bro? Where can people listen?
Shit. iTunes, Spotify, and our Libsy account. Libsy. Either way, just go to Instagram, Three Legged Podcast, and the link will be right there. Description. Just hit the link. Listen to all episodes, new episodes. Just get a taste of what it is. Um, and just hit the follow button. Drop a comment, even if it's just to talk shit, saying that we suck, whatnot. Comment is a comment. Get the
Yeah.
algorithms going, and we'll make it. Yeah. So Three-Legged Podcast is number 3 Legged Podcast.
And don't forget what we said. If you're one of those 5 motherfuckers that constantly listen, because we know there's 5 out there that listen, unless there's some kind
Comment
of
your
mistake.
favorite emoji.
Favorite emoji. And if you're from Russia, give us 2 thumbs up.
Right.
Motherfucker was on there.
Yeah, I was on here.
I thought you dropped off.
Nah, you called back. I picked it up. I'm supposed to be asleep right now.
Getting your beauty sleep, your beauty
Yeah, all right,
rest.
I'm getting off. Now you wasting my time talking about my beauty sleep.
All right, baby boy.
Catch y'all later.
Get our
All right,
bed
man.
ready for Saturday.
Oh,
Bye.
stop. No, you're staying downstairs. You don't have a key fob to get in.
Bye, motherfuckers. Love y'all.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. Later.
Podcast.